One of the common injuries you'll see in athletics is called the unhappy triad because there's three structures that are injured. So this is miserable. This football player right here, not doing well. This is like, I know it was a season ending. I had a student once who immediately knew that play. He was definitely a football fan. And who that is and what play it was. That he already has knee problems and just made it worse. It's really common, actually, in football players in particular. Okay, so when you make that twisting motion as you're falling down like that, what are the three things that break, that rip right here? That, see the fibula over here? This must be medial, so that's the MCL. Another structure that gets injured right there, that is the ACL, so the anterior cruciate ligament right there. And then if you can see, oh, right there, that is the medial meniscus. So the other structure is the, that medial meniscus, unfortunately, sorry, no abbreviation available. That's pretty brutal injury that you'd have complete tear of ACL, MCL, and the medial meniscus. I'm sure it was quite painful. Don't know that he came back that season. Don't believe so. But sometimes you just injure your ACL. That's totally possible. Hyperextension of the knee joint will do it, like skiing. Sometimes skiers find themselves in a position where they end up hyperextending and they tear their ACL. There is a quick way to tell if a patient has blown their ACL. So you can see this is the patient here. So you have them lying down with their butt on the table, put their knees up, so they make pretty close to a 90-degree angle here. And this is very important. The clinician is sitting on the patient's feet to keep them from moving around. And so then she's going to manipulate this knee joint, and it's kind of scary. So anterior drawer sign is when the clinician can just grab the calves here and pull this way. See where the other arrow is? Like that. And the tibia will literally slide forward. That should not happen. So it's detaching a little bit from the femur. So that's quick, easy, cheap way to know whether or not you've got a torn ACL. So anterior drawer sign referring to the direction you're pulling it anterior. And drawer, I guess they thought it was like a drawer, like you're opening up a desk drawer or something. There is a posterior drawer sign. It is possible to injure your PCL. It's much less likely, PCL back there. And then in that case, you would be able to go this way. Not pull it anteriorly, but push it posteriorly. Honestly, I'm not too worried about that you know that one because PCL injuries are pretty rare. It's often like you're in a car accident, for instance, and you're sitting down in the car and your tibial tuberosity hits the dash. Actually, go this way. Just slams into it during a car accident. And this ACL can tear, or excuse me, PCL can tear in that situation. You'll end up pushing the tibia backwards or posteriorly away from the femur. So, but again, pretty rare. ACL is much more common.